Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning, everyone. See you again in this learning process. Today, as you see on slide or on screen, that we are going to talk about analytical expositions. This analytical exposition text is to persuade the reader or audience to look at an issue with your perspective. Purpose of analytical exposition text is to persuade the reader that the idea is important matter. Basic competence of analytical exposition text. First one is differentiate or membedakan social functions, text structure, and language feature. We'll talk about actual issue with context or relate to the context. And then next, to catch the meaning contextually that relate to social function, text structure, and language feature of analytical exposition text, both spoken or written text. Next is arrange the text exposition in analytical text. It means here you write the text, analytical expositions about what is the actual issue or up-to-date issue that you think that it is important matter known by people. Okay, next, what is the knowledge competence? It is indicators. First one, analyze characteristic of a exposition text. I mean here analytical exposition text for each of sentences. Next, understanding text structure of analytical exposition text. And next, understanding language feature of analytical exposition text. So what is skills or a psychomotor that you should know? First one is find and arrange text analytical exposition. If you find, next, you read the text exposition to me as your teacher. How the way you read, I think I need to know. But here, still be conditions by the space of time. So don't worry about this. Next, you write analytical exposition text about your point of view, maybe about school, or maybe could be about village or cities. But here, I think all of you might prepare yourself to write. The important one is how can you write this analytical exposition text by the issue. If you think that it is issue important to know by the public, you can write it. But when you see that this topic is not up to date or actual issue to discuss about, you don't need to write it because it is not the kind of analytical exposition text proposed. Okay. Right, next. Here the theory. Title tells about the topic of the essay. Here you should know that the title should tells about the topic of the essay. And then introductions or thesis statement. Sometimes or actually in the first paragraph. This is the starting point of exposition essay. Here you state the topic and establish the point of view. Your thesis statement. In the introductory statement should be an emotional statement or a question that is an attention grabber. A view of the point you plan to make to support your thesis. It means your thesis, your view of point here as argument, maybe you put a lot of argument, should support the thesis. Why you say so? Body. Yeah, what is the body of the text? A series of arguments to convince the audience or reader. Yeah, the series of arguments to convince the readers or audience. Each paragraph starts with a new argument. Yeah, not monotonous argument. It means you have make two paragraphs, but the same topic is not good. Each paragraph has a new main point. Yeah, each paragraph has a new main point, a reason for the main point. The main point here, not main, but the main point, and evidence to support the main point. Use of emotive words, mental words, or causal conjunction to persuade the readers or the audience. Each paragraph has to logically link to the previous paragraph and to the thesis statement. I think here the synchronize of your paragraph or synthesis of your paragraph. Conclusion. What is the conclusion? Must be there reiterates or restates the thesis statement. When you have statement thesis in the first paragraph, you should reiterate here as stressing point. Summarize to what has been stated. Yeah, you summarize here to what has been stated. Actually, of course, in the thesis. Right, next. This is the example. All of you might see on your handbook, English handbook, second grade. Study the example. This is, I think you may write here. When you have an English book, you may write by yourself. And then we jump up to the questions. Yeah, there are 5 questions here prepared for you. What is the paragraph 1 mostly about? What does paragraph 2 to 5 main idea? What is paragraph 1 supported ideas? What are paragraph 2 to 5 supported ideas? 5. What is the last paragraph main idea and its supported idea? Yeah, I think this is usually do in classroom. See the answer. Here, number 1, answer, motorbikes are the source of problem for great distress. Yeah. Number 2, this is main idea for each paragraph. Paragraph 2, motorbikes as the major contributor to pollution in the world. Paragraph 3, BBC claims, not claims I think, but claims that motorbikes, I mean he claims ini menganggap ya, that motorbikes have responsibility for causing several diseases. Paragraph 4, motorbikes create so much noise. Paragraph 5, motorbikes are responsible for horrible accidents. What about number 3, motorbikes are a hazard for human, animals, and environment. It should be banned because they produce unreasonable amount of noise, pollution, diseases, and accidents. What is number 4? Here are supporting ideas of each paragraph mentioned. Paragraph 2, motorbikes emit a deadly gas that is dangerous for the environment. A long-time emissions gas as a major contributor for global warming. Paragraph 3, motorbikes can cause some diseases such as bronchitis, cancer, and also a major trigger asthma. and blood pressure. Paragraph 4, noise anywhere. Extremely difficult to sleep. Babies are difficult for sleep at the moment motorbike pass by. Are those for children concentrate for their homework? The expert believe that if there is a screaming noise, it leads to deafness and lack of concentration in children and adults. Paragraph 5. Some cases that deaths caused by motorbike riders are unable to stop on time because they go fast and hitting other people or animals. Motorbikes are known as the biggest killers on the road. 5. Main idea paragraph, last paragraph. The writer believes that motorbikes should be banned in housing areas. Supporting areas be based on a lot of arguments said before. Okay, I think this is the example of question and answer. Now, work out of your exercise below. What's your exercise? Rearrange the following paragraphs into a good, meaningful paragraph as an analytical exposition text. What is the paragraph? And then number 2, name your each paragraph and give a little explain why you choose it so by comparing it with the rules of analytical exposition text structure. Next, in line with work example before, write the main idea and supporting ideas of paragraph 2 and 4. Yeah, you work here like what example have done for you. And the last questions for this exercise is, what is the purpose of the text you've rearranged and its reiteration point? Yeah, I think like the question before. Okay, this is the paragraph you need to rearrange into meaningful paragraph as analytical exposition text. This is paragraph. Yeah, there are 5 paragraphs here. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, I'm waiting your text. See you in the next meeting.